Welcome back. I'm playing Mordheim City of the Damned, and we're working on our Undead campaign here. Definitely having some mixed results here with our success. Our heroes and our leaders are a little overleveled, and our henchmen are underleveled. I keep pushing the envelope by doing these harder tier missions earlier than I should.
Before you can find them, a heavy fog settles over the ruins. Unable to pick up the enemy's trail, your warriors deploy from their wagon and spread out to sweep the area in search of your foe.
I would like to make this campaign a little bit quicker than, like, for example, the Skaven one, because I felt that one got dragged out a little bit longer than it had to be. So by doing these higher tier missions, then you get bonus experience. And if you do lots of those, then that can actually come out to be like additional levels that you would have completed. And that should shorten down the length of the series. But at the same time, I've already lost a couple of guys, so with injuries, and then I think at least one of them has just flat out died. Well, did he flat out die? I think he had like 3 different injuries and I just canned him, but that's effectively the same thing. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't been so brutalized yet that it's dissuaded me from doing these harder tier missions, but it seems like we're just always one catastrophe away from just losing it all. I mean, it's definitely been a real nail-biter for several missions here, where it's been several guys that have been like one hit away from being killed. And unfortunately, it seems like that's happening fairly regularly.
Objectives updated.
Now, hopefully, as I get our guys into heavy armor, that should really allow these guys to tank a little bit better. So what I'm envisioning is having these henchmen being big damage dealers with the ghouls, while the heroes run in there and just tank the hits, and then these guys run in there and get the kills. However, I suppose the opposite may be true too, where the heroes could start getting all the kills because the ghouls should start having a lot more initiative than these guys will. The heroes will, being these guys.
A new round has started.
Once I start putting them all in heavy armor, that should really drop their initiative pretty precipitously. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Like I said, in some ways this campaign has been much, much easier so far because we haven't had to do terror, fear, all alone checks. But I'm definitely suffering way more injuries and casualties. It's actually kind of ironic, to be honest, because like the Skaven campaign, I remembered suffering losses like left and right, and we actually did really well with our Skaven. I mean, certainly there was injuries and losses, but it was not nearly as bad as I remembered it being. It seems like early on, it's
objectives updated.
High risk, high reward with damage. Whoever gets the most hits is going to effectively take the victory. And then it kind of gets towards the medium part of the game where it actually becomes quite difficult to keep your guys alive while you're leveling them up. And during that medium tier period, you should focus on getting your Poison Globadier leveled, because then once he gets to having the mastery, or even just the first tier, but really once the mastery of those infused globes starts coming up, then you're effectively healing 30 to 60 HP per turn on multiple units, and that just makes the game really forgiving, because you'll all of a sudden have all this healing ability and the AI won't. And that allows you to just get as long as you do real tanky builds, then effectively you're gonna you'll survive the AI onslaught. And then very late game, once he gets close to max level, then I think he gets 9 offensive points, and that's 3 heals of the infused globe, each one doing 30, so that's 90 damage that you're effectively healing every turn to as many guys that you can that are in that radius. So that allows you to really survive a lot, and then by the late game, your dodgers will then have very good dodge abilities. They're going to have sidestep, so you should be able to dodge at least 2 attacks.
Updated.
Because I like to maximize the dodge.
Objectives updated.
They're usually like 90 to 100. I think even on our last campaign we had greater than 100 dodge on some of the guys. So, and the parry likewise is very high as well. So that really allows you to just tank everything. So there's definitely different plateaus. Although I think that's probably how most of these, what would you call them? Permadeath games are, where it's like very early on easy, the medium part of the game tends to be the hardest while you're waiting for your gear and good levels, and then late game you should be strong enough that you just kind of steamroll everybody. Because that's definitely how like the Battle Brothers worked. Now that game was much more difficult than I thought it had to be, just because I didn't understand how the characters worked. And if you want to watch me pull my hair out on a game, that's a good example of one that I wish I would have just watched some videos online to get some tips, but I'm stubborn and I like to try to figure everything out myself. Gotta try to reinvent the wheel, even though somebody's already got a working model.
Objectives updated.
Alright, this will complete the objective.
Completed.
And we'll try to get these shards. The next guy. Holy moly, there's just a ton of stuff around here. Alright, the sisters are going to start showing up here shortly. What I don't want is for them to charge into me, or me ambush them onto that collection. Alright, you can come down here and collect the shards. Yeah, but because my guys are a little over leveled, that means there's a lot of very high expenses early on with getting all those abilities going. Now, one thing that does definitely suck with these undead is I'm not super happy about the order of their skill deductions. Skill cost deductions, I should say, when you're handing in the warpstone shipments to the other factions here. Man, I'm just having a hell of a time not landing on these booby traps here. Good, that's a crit. It's kind of funny, I've never had a game where I've been so happy when it starts to stutter, because that means it's going to crit attack. Normally it's like, oh god, is the game crashing for a second? I must say, this game generally has pretty good stability, even with increasing the speed with the cheat engine program that I like to use, because sometimes, especially on newer games, that can cause it to crash, but I think that's just because of the so much processing that it requires on the computer. Oh, he hit a couple of traps and then has the warpstone. I'm like, why the hell is this dodge so low? Alright, of course there's a hero hiding right around the corner there for me. Maybe I'll just come back up here and see if I can find some chests. Must be above me. Yeah. Couldn't ground hump my way over there. Alright, first guy down. Take the shield. And maybe just walk up and let him charge you. Fuck. I was not thinking you were going to crit him. Alright, well, I was just getting kind of cocky thinking about how great this is going, and now not so much. Corner... Nope. Alright. Well, you counter-critted, but you also only get one attack because of all the debuffs that are on you. I hear the hero walking around over there.
A new round has started.
Alright, good parry. Let's see, you've got 2 openings, so we'll get the rest of that warp stone. And now all 19 of it has been gathered. Henchman is trying to get over there to attack the Dreg. Oh, it's a big charge attack. Can you jump down and attack these guys? Yes. Alright, we have got to drop that. Alright, we got the zombie. Holy shit. Alright, so one more attack and he's dead. Come on, guys. I need you to land these hits. Alright. Let's get you over here. Jump you down here. And let's get you there. And what? Now I can't get you into combat because I don't have enough room? Can I send you around the back? Nope, door's shut. Guess it wouldn't be a mission on this campaign without the door being shut. Of course, your movement is so slow, I don't think I can even get you over here, can I? Holy moly. Alright, where are you? You're over here. Charge into her. Good hit.
A new round has started.
Oh. Well, at least took away one of the attacks. Oh, why did I charge? She's the one that had the 4 action points. Alright, please kill. Good. Alright, nothing too exciting. But yeah, I missed out on an attack by charging like that. Bring you over here. Hopefully she'll attack you. Oh god. Alright, good. She's down. Don't really care about any of those. Alright, send you back here. Hopefully we can trigger terror and all alone checks to keep those guys alive. Let's see. Can't get over there, but probably guys are gonna die, so maybe we'll run you all the way back to where you just came from. I don't even know what I want to do. Maybe, let's see, you've got 3 more guys over here. This one's full health. Maybe I just set you up with an ambush to try to keep the rest of our guys alive. So hopefully if they run after us, nobody else will get taken out. Alright, let's disengage, because you've got 14 health left. Now, you are here. I should have kept the other guy around there. Although I don't think I could have delayed. And got an attack. Alright, good. Not as good.
A new round has started.
Alright, do we just all start? Get you over there. Damn it! Well, I don't really like that frickin' zombie anyways. So if anybody has to die, I'm glad it's him. I'd very much be unhappy losing my Dreg. Alright, so she's down. Alright, just kind of standard equipment, nothing I have to worry about losing. Although he is pretty close to dying, so let's just run him away too. You charge here. You start focusing her down. Well, one shot and he's dead. Alright. I could run you over there to try to get the kill. I think that's being greedy. Come on. Oh, I needed those to hit.
A new round has started.
Alright. Well, let's get you over here. Almost wasted the charge attack again. Get you a mace. Bring you over here. Hopefully we can charge anybody that might be attacking. Try to get you over there to attack her. Alright, that's good. Oh, God. Alright, well. Maybe I... Do I lock this one down by getting into combat with her? I think I have to. Oh my god, you got 3 health and you can't retreat because you stand to the last. Alright, well. I guess let's charge, right? See if I can trigger some all-alones. Oh, man. Seems like such a bad idea bringing him back into the fold. I suppose what I should have done with him is run around and gathered some items. Alright, good hit. Oh my god, of course you critted.
A new round has started.
Alright, got to kill somebody. Just gotta drop one guy. That should trigger a morale check. Alright, I think she's kind of our highest probability kill. Alright, she's down. Now, I think we should just come over here, because she's already fled once. Alright, she's one hit away from being dropped. Take the mace. Can you get over here and get the kill? Yes, good. Alright, that for sure should cause a... They'll fail the check now. Just try to get the kills here. See if I can do enough damage. Doesn't look like I can. And now the Dreg is so far away he can't get the kill. The item is up top here, I bet. Alright, well, let's see if the zombie survives.
It is by deed that loyalty to Count Vlad is made manifest. Your triumph proves your devotion to Drakenhof. When the legions of Sylvania march on the mortals, your service to the Master will not be forgotten.
Nice progress. It's over for this one.
Well, screw him. That's what you get for
Nice
being such
progress.
a terrible unit.
Fantastic. The gods are
Definitely
with you.
think I want to go
Nice
with the ghoul
progress.
army.
The gods are with you.
I am just not impressed by those zombies. I mean, they have the potential to really turn into some big tanks with all that toughness. But they're just too much of a pain in the ass to get going. I had to get all the way up to 380 for our next level. Although honestly it's going to be a little bit more than that because I'll probably send 110 off to what's his face? Vlad. Now the question is here is, do I want to increase my strength further? The maximum carrying capacity is 6. I can't remember if that maxes out at 12 or 18. Okay, it must max out at 12 because I see one of the circles is crossed out on the Dreg. And he's not at the high enough level yet with his strength compared to our vampire. So 12 is the maximum strength for unlocking all the items. Item slots, I should say, for your backpack. Otherwise, we're doing our standard levels here with just getting agility, weapon skill, and intelligence for these guys to resist the stuns. Definitely have several injured guys and one dead skeleton. We did pick up a bunch of maces, so now we can put our guys that have 4 offensive points into maces so they have increased chance to hit. I could buy a level 3 zombie. I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it. I could also just start working on one of these sorcerers. Got 6 points. We can get that armor proficiency going. So then he'll be mastered to his heavy armor. And then we have the leader here. Bring him out next time. Bring you out next time. That means I'm not going to have any heroes with me. That just doesn't sit well. So I feel like we should take one of these guys. That's right, they have these crappy abilities, so pretty much it increases the damage that you can do by increasing the hit chance, and allows you to counterattack more, but for every hit you do self-damage. Now he is an arcane spell user, unfortunately. So that means heavy armor is going to reduce the success of his spells, even though he can turn into an amazing tank. Let's see, so... well, it's not bad, actually. Chaotic advantage. If you wanted to turn him into a tank and a counter-attacker, that would work out well. This increases the chance to trigger Zinjit's Curse. That's kind of weird. That increases spell damage, and this increases resistances by both melee and range. So yeah, this guy can definitely become an amazing tank. Let's see, increases chance to trigger Zinch's curse by 10%, and only curses with area effect will ever be triggered. Okay, so that must mean it stops him from getting killed with the one shot, but it will always damage everybody around him. So it's like you almost want him to fail his, well, succeed in his spells, but then get the debuffs. The Ritual Blood Offering is pretty good. Ritual Defiance, so increases ranges, since I don't care about that. Reduces melee damage, but deals damage to you. Palsy. I don't care about that. Ritual Scorn. Increases melee chance. Or crit chance. That could be good. And your spells, you got Spiteful Manifestation, so pretty much does damage and decreases armor absorption, so pretty good. Burning Blood allows you to stack up a damage spell. It's okay. I suppose over time, if you're fighting a boss or something, that could be really good. Idol of Pestilence ends up reducing attributes by 2, increases to 4 with the Mastery, so that pretty much debuffs your enemies, so could be okay. Let's see. Lust. When receiving damage, allies in your tome buff their morale and increase stun and crit resistance. So, meh. Change. Let's see. Purge the magic effects, gain 25 magic resistance, and has their spell costing reduced by 1 offensive point for arcane, and increased by 1 for the divine spells. Okay, and then the blood. This is the one that I used on my other playthroughs. So pretty much you put the totem down, and then every time you hit somebody with tier 1 you gain 5 health, and on the higher tier you get 10 health. And then this one just gives you warpstone resistance, so but he's definitely got several spells that could be interesting here. He's also got some of these chaotic abilities are quite powerful. I don't remember if my other Chaos Forces get those too, but if they do, that could be quite amazing. But yeah, if I turn this guy into a major tank, he'll have amazing melee resistances, because I can get him the armor proficiency. I can give him shield proficiency. I can give him that intelligence debuff, which will, or intelligence resistance, which is another 10%. I'll then have armor absorption with the heavy armor. The shield proficiency will increase the melee resistance. And then he has enough weapon skill that I should be able to do dual Web of Steels. But if I'm going to do all this to turn him into this great fighter, I don't even know if it makes sense for me to invest points into this casting stuff. Because other than Idol of Blood, I don't know if I would really use anything else if I'm going to turn him into a frontline fighter. Which is unfortunate, because I actually do like some of those other spells. Well, we'll play around here with the Doomweaver. Mystics who tap directly into the winds of magic. Doomweavers are both powerful and pitiable. Their minds constantly filled with strange visions and the sound of the demons scratching at the barrier of reality. They slowly descend into madness. The energies they harness twist their bodies with subtle mutations. Yet the magic they wield is the stuff of chaos itself, primal and nigh unstoppable. So you could turn these guys into powerful tanks as well with everything. And I think I'm going to focus on getting the idols going here to allow our guys to heal 10 health every turn when they're doing melee damage, and then I guess maybe we'll try to increase the amount of damage they do. The more damage they do in melee, the more they'll heal, so it seems like that would be powerful. Now, interestingly, it seems like triggering Zinch's curse will just do a bunch of AoE curses and stuff, so I assume that means that he couldn't get killed by that Zinch's Lash thing, where it ends up doing 9 damage to you and instantly killing you. Part of me wants to just turn him into a massive tank, though, because with his other, you know, he can get the heavy armor, he can get the resistances with his intelligence. There's a lot of things this guy can do, and he can turn into quite the brawler as well. But that'll really increase. I mean, 10% range resistance is pretty good here. This increases his damage, so that's like, do you want him to be a pure spellcaster, or do you want him to be a damage dealer in melee? I'm not sure which. I guess we'll play around and see how he builds out, and whether he ends up taking injuries that are going to affect his strength or not. But we'll definitely focus on his intelligence as well, and see what we can do.
Market stock has been replenished.
Alright, well, let's see what we can buy here. Looks like we got some formulas, so let's just get those. Buy a couple of heavy armors just in case I need them. Take some light armor. Get the helmets for sure. And then we'll get these guys kitted out here. I almost want to give them the light armor because it's only a 5% armor difference there. Get you your ammots. Yeah, no reason to give you a pendant because you can't even get the bonuses there. I think we keep him on a dodge situation. Alright, I'm feeling pretty confident here, so I think I'm going to call it quits here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day, and I think next time we'll do one of these warpstone rushes.